Welcome back to our Rehab at Work post-game report. Will Kohlmeyer being joined right now by ICC Indian head coach John Williams. This interview, like all of them this year, brought to you by Trustmark Bank, with locations not only in Fulton, Tupelo, but also in Columbus. And, of course, they got the new location on the square in Oxford. John, obviously a tough start for the Indians. That first drive, it looked like we had something going and looked like we were getting ready to score first today. It was the first of 3 pick sixes in the first quarter, and from then on, it was all Jones.
Yeah, we just we started bleeding too early and couldn't stop it. So, give credit to them. I thought their defensive staff did a great job of game planning us offensively. And, they didn't get the picks on accident. I mean, they did a great job. And like I said, give credit where credit's due. They did a heck of a job, and at the end of the day, they just outplayed us, in the first half, and just one of those situations where it's hard to breathe. So give credit to them.
Well, it was 42-0 at halftime, but when you looked at the first half stats, they only had 50 more yards than we had. I mean, you talk about it all the time, Will. Turnovers, and, of course, 3 pick sixes. I've never seen that in one quarter in my life, but might not ever see it again. But statistically, we're right there with them. But those turnovers obviously were a big cue.
Yeah, this game is, sometimes we try to overanalyze it so much as coaches and fans and even media. But at the end of the day, the stats really don't matter. At the end of the day, it's who blocks, who tackles, and who creates more turnovers. And tonight, they did all three better. I really hate it for our sophomores to go out like this. I, of course, expect it to be a much closer game, we just did not play as well as we needed to play to beat a really good Jones County football team.
Well, this sophomore bunch goes 12-6 in 2 years in North Division play. Nothing to sneeze about with that one. That's obviously they got a lot to they accomplished, and they're leaving a little bit of a legacy for us to carry on into next year. And I thought the way we played hard, even in the fourth quarter, there are a lot of teams in this league, a lot of teams in this country that would have laid down 49-0, John, and we're diving for loose balls, we're scrapping, we're hustling our tails off all the way to the very end.
Yeah, that's the thing I told them at the end of the game that I was most proud of was, and that's what we talked about at halftime, was forget the scoreboard. What I want us to do is I want us to go out in the second half and let's have fun, and let's fly around. Once we got down 3 touchdowns, I think we're a little bit shell-shocked, it was just kind of, get into halftime like I said, give Jones a lot of credit. I was pleased with our kids that they didn't lay down. And you're right, in this league and a lot of other leagues around the country, most folks would just lay down and try to get the game over with, our kids didn't do that. They played and they fought hard to the very end, but it just wasn't enough. But, it's like I told them after the game, no one can take away the good things that they did. They did something that hadn't been done since 2007, which is make the playoffs. They started the season 5-0, which hadn't been done. And, so a lot of good things were accomplished by this group. Hate that it may be overshadowed by our last outing, but, very proud of each of those kids.
Well, now we shift into the next season, the recruiting season. I know you and your staff will be already been working hard on the recruiting, but good luck in the next couple of months. It'll be signing day before we know it, and let's build on this playoff run this year, and let's kind of do like we did back in 04, 05, and 06, and 07. We have 4 years in a row to the playoffs. Let's let this start. Let's get the momentum going, and let's start racking off some playoff appearances.
Yeah, those are some good years back then, and hopefully this is the start of that. And before we close out the show, if I could take just a couple of minutes and thank some people. Mainly, I want to thank the parents that give us a chance to coach their kids. They trust us with their most prized possession, and we don't take that lightly. Secondly, thank our families. We spend an awful lot of time away from our families during the year and in recruiting and whatnot. And thank our wives and our kids and our families extended. and friends of the program. You know, it was an awesome feeling yesterday walking through campus.
That's something.
There's so much red around campus, and so many well wishes and everything like that. So thank those people. Our chaplain, who can't be with us on Saturdays because he has other obligations, Chris Burrows, does a heck of a job, and you guys do an awesome job, and I appreciate each of you and the things that you do for our program that probably sometimes go unnoticed. But it was a good ride this year, and like I say, can't wait to get it started again.
No, we can't wait either. Thank you for the kind words from representing all of the ICC family, and congratulations on finishing strong. A nice year this year, and let's build on it. And appreciate your time, win or lose, after every game, and good luck in this next season of recruiting, John.
Thank you. Appreciate it.